Why would you send it to us?
You know what? I don't know. I put it in the phone. I got the link, and I was like, Ken and Vic need the link to the show. Sent it out.
I want to have the link.
A couple friends of mine were like,
no link.
The hell did you just send me? I don't know, man. But don't go in there because I
We
won't.
were
I won't allow you in.
You can't come in. You may not enter.
No one else is being added.
Why would they? Who would want to be a part of this? It's too casual.
Well,
It's
man,
way too casual.
Seriously? Come on.
Even for the casual viewer, just
Yes.
way too casual.
It's even beyond the usual.
You're not even wearing shoes. That's how casual. You're not even flip flops. You're barefoot.
No,
That's how
socks.
Look, see
socks.
how he's doing it? He's got socks. That's how casual it is.
It's
Seriously.
casual. It's
I'm
casual.
butt naked from the waist down. Check it out.
Nope.
No, we don't want to see that
All
thing.
right. Fine, man.
We don't have. Oh, you got the magnifying glass out on the Zoom. You got the zoom in screen.
Whoa. Hot mics.
The microphone, that sound, that hurts the ears.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize. Let's get this started. Oh shit, my bad. All right,
I love that. Love that.
I know, it's amazing. It's just good stuff. It's just good. Did you guys hear that March? Wait,
Nope.
Is it May 30th now? Yes, I believe
Today's
it's
date.
Today is
Today
now.
May 30th.
Today is Dio Day in Los Angeles, man.
Dio Day in LA.
Dio Day in Los Angeles, man. So, as the title, which was recently posted up, you folks don't even know how close you were to not even having an episode of the Casually Serious podcast tonight.
No.
What would you have done on your nightly? Yeah, on a Tuesday night. What else could you have done? I mean, maybe listen to another bunch of creepy people talking. I'm not sure, but tonight we decided we always look for these topics. We're always looking for these not really cutting edge, but just sort of piercing topics, things that we want to talk about. And to us, we take that very seriously. And in the Casually Serious podcast, we really, really try and toe the line between both casual and serious. So tonight, we're just chilling out. We're just having a conversation. We're not going to talk about anything maybe in particular. We're just going to have some conversations and hang out. And however long it runs, it runs. And there's nothing you can do about it. So, Ken, what's going on with you, dude?
Nothing. Thanks for joining us. I hope you guys had a good time tonight, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, peace out.
Right.
Wow. Pounded on that.
I mean, the 3-minute show. Bam. There we go.
No,
first and foremost, though, truthfully, before we get into all that, happy Memorial Day and a bunch of love and respect, obviously, to those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. We always think of that and respect it in its most honorable way. So happy Memorial Day. Past that, I'm in this ridiculously hyped mood where I think I told somebody today that if I got into a small fender bender, I'd still be in a good mood today. Not a major thing where there's actual damage or people hurt, but just that inconvenience of having a quick car accident, I'd still be in a good mood because watching my Miami Heat last night.
Oh, yeah.
Finish off those Boston Celtics. I mean, it wasn't just like it was beating Milwaukee. It just feels so good to beat the Celtics, you know? Thank you. I feel like I had something to do with it.
I was
ready. I was feeling it. It was
the jersey you were wearing definitely helped out. Whatever it was,
right?
That helped out.
Right. That was my buddy Ed's jersey. Rest in peace, my brother. That's my go-to jersey when we need a win, and came through once again. So, that was a little bit of something that we had actually discussed as a topic at one point. But we don't like to get too much into sports on this show solely. But we thought that speaking a little bit on cities that have two teams making championships in the same year was, at least somewhat interesting, because we do also have our Florida Panthers. Congratulations to our Cats that are also in the Stanley Cup Finals. So here we are in Miami with our two major sports teams in a finals, having just come off of seeing our women's basketball team for the Miami Hurricanes making it to the Elite Eight for the first time, the Miami Hurricanes men's team making it to the Final Four for the first time. Amazing. This has been a cool last 2-3 months down here, seeing what's happened. But
Before you go further, Ken, man,
absolutely.
real quick.
No, I'll shut up whenever you need me to.
No. I just wanted to throw in there that I'm a Heat fan. All right, I'm a Heat. Now, am I a fanatic? No. Can I name a lot of the players? No. I am a Heat fan though, since the first crew, since Roddy Cycling, since the original Heat.
Nice.
Okay,
88.
I like to see them do good, but it's really, really crazy feeling the energy that I feel over here on the other side of it at Denver. Denver, these Nugget fans are going crazy.
Yeah,
and I know there's some Heat fans out here, and they're going crazy too. It's a really, really cool little thing that I get to see with my eyes. All of my friends and family out in Miami loving the Heat, the fact that they did this, and then also see it on the other side, kind of hear the enemies whispering in the background. So hopefully I win a lottery ticket and I'm able to get a ticket to one of these games.
Oh man, I was going to say, if you hear anything, let me know. StubHub, $750, $800 cheapest I've seen per ticket. I can't stomach that. I'd be willing to trade a Miami home game for a Colorado game. I got all types of things going. I'm happy I get to see a finals again, being a Heat season ticket holder. So super stoked for those games. At least I get 2 of them in, and if not a little bit more. But for those of you that don't know, yes, the Heat will be playing Denver in the finals. Denver has never been in the finals, have never won a championship before. So
but they have a robot.
Great for them, honestly. And I mean, it's one of the, it's going to be epic. It's going to be a great time. Finals for both these teams. So we decided to look a little bit into other cities that have had finals in the 2 teams in the same year. This is going to be the 10th time it's actually happened. And some of this goes, 9 times it's happened before.
This is the 10th.
This will be number 10. So in some of these earlier ones, and some were quite early, like 1957 and 58 back to back, the Boston Celtics and Boston Bruins both
They had enough then. They have enough then. They don't need
But even in that one, either one or the other may have won or lost, but they both did not win in 57 and 58. They didn't have both teams win, right?
Oh my God.
So the next time it happens is 72, and this happens in New York, and this is when the Knicks get their first championship, but the Rangers lost to the Bruins that year. So they had both teams, but they got knocked out. So the next time after that was 74, was the Celtics and the Bruins again both made
the Celtics, bro. They don't need any more. I'm glad they lost. I'm glad they lost.
I believe that they're probably like, that's a powerhouse. That's a powerhouse city for the most part. Definitely the Celtics, man. The Celtics have a lot of bloodline, man. There's a lot of people dying for the Celtics.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a big deal, man.
I'm happy that he won.
Very, very true. So that happened again, 72 and 74 Celtics. And again, the only one wins. Philly doesn't. The Flyers don't win. 1980, here's Philly again. But this was the year 1980 when Philly not only had the 76ers, their basketball team, the Flyers, obviously, their hockey team, but also the Phillies, their baseball team, and the football team too. The Eagles were in the Super Bowl in 1980. They lost all 4. That's all 4. They had all 4 teams in 1980. All 4 majors. Only city to ever do it was Philadelphia. But the crazy thing there is only the Phillies won of those 4. Their baseball team was the only one that won a championship that year. All 3 other teams were defeated. So we move on from 1980. Doesn't happen again for another decade. 1992, Chicago Bulls and Chicago Blackhawks. Obviously, Jordan's Bulls were winning championships, so that one won. Yeah. But the Blackhawks were stopped, and they did not win that year. So again, we're here 92, but still, both teams win. It hasn't happened yet, and we only got a few more to go. Here we go, 1994, just 2 years later, we switched to New York, and the Knicks are in the championship against Houston and Olajuwon and Vernon Maxwell and Clyde Drexler. That team was great. Kenny the Jet Smith was on that squad. That was a great Houston squad, and they beat the Knicks. They didn't get their win, even though the Rangers did get theirs. That was with, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Van Beesbrook, Mark Messier. That was a sick, crazy team. That hockey team in New York at that time.
By the way, most of my knowledge of what you're speaking of right now is solely based on Sega Genesis video games.
I've heard that guy's name before. Jeremy Roenick. Oh my God, Roenick was so
Steve
fast.
Larmer, Dino Cicerelli. That's the only reason I know these names is from
NBA Jams.
That was hockey, Vic, but whatever. Anyway, so we're almost done here. All right, come on. All right, so now that was 1994. 1994, by the way, right? That was the last one we talked about. It was New York doing it. 2003, New Jersey does it with the Nets and the Devils. And in this one, neither one of them won. So they got there, but it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And the last time it happened, the most recent time before this year, was 2016, when Golden State Warriors and the San Jose Sharks both made it. And that was another year where neither team won. So what's my point? It's never happened where both teams win. No, this is great for us. This is going to be the first time. We're going to be the first team that we're going to win both. But we're going to get there, but we're going to win both. It's never happened.
Cinderella stories on both of them. We're both 8 seeds, bro. Both 8 seeds. Yeah, we just came up out of nowhere, bro. We're little Cinderellas out there, man. We got our little glass slippers on. We're going out there. We're dancing. So we're winning the ball. We're winning the ball, man. That's what's going on out there.
Little Cinderellas out there, man.
Strange and
little Cinderella stories
for sports, but yes, both teams are an 8 seed, and for those of you that don't know what that means, it's the last. You basically barely made the playoffs. Both the Panthers in hockey and the Heat in basketball.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Made the playoffs. The Heat, actually, the NBA has this new play-in thing where actually 10 teams make it instead of 8. Mm-hmm. But the last 2 have to do this play-in thing. That's how the Heat made it. They made it to this play-in where they lost the first game of the play-in. They lost the first game, so they went into the loser bracket where you had to win to get that very last 8 seed, and they were able, and if you remember, they were losing even in the fourth quarter to the Bulls and came back because Strus just hit like 1 billion threes in a row. He got us into the post. We barely made it, is my point. We beat the Panthers, beat the Penguins out by 1 point to make the playoffs. So both these teams literally eked in, and look at where they're at now. It's incredible. It's been a lot of fun. If you're a crazy freak like myself, I hate when you do that. It hurts my ears. Is there a producer near you that could smack you in the head?
I'm learning today. Hey, what?
Yeah. They'll throw things.
That tickles.
They will throw things. All right. Anyway, I'm done, I guess.
No, listen, it's really good. It's not going to be like a segmented show or anything like that.
I get it.
So you were obviously, was the last game? It was in Boston. So the game before was in fact in Miami that you were there, correct?
Yeah. So I was there with Riley, with my daughter, my 9-year-old daughter, who's really just getting to feel like what it's like to go on like a playoff run and be into a team like this. So she's into it. Like she's into the games. And
big hugs to Riley.
She was absolutely the last game that was a heartbreaker because we lost that game 6 at home and a last second tip-in. Incredible game.
I thought it was it.
But you know what? The year before, it's a little interesting thing that happened. The year before, we also played Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals, and it also went 7 games. And Miami had the home court advantage, and I was in that game too. And we lost. Boston beat us to go on to the finals last year in 7 games here. So when that game ended, Jimmy Butler said, and they kept bringing this up, he's like, this is going to happen again. We're going to play this team again. We're going to be in the same situation, but we'll win it next time. And he said that exactly a year ago. And he did exactly what he said would happen. So it was pretty incredible. I love it. It's been a lot of fun. And watching my daughter really be involved in it to the point where emotionally she was connected. We were walking out of the arena after losing to the Celtics. And Boston fans, they're just, they're an inch. They're a great bunch. They keep it classy, Boston. So you had them out there doing their ridiculously rude things where I have to express to my daughter that people say these kind of things sometimes just for a lack of intelligence. But
there's money on the game. People are losing money. All right,
so she asked me, she goes, Daddy, can we kill a Celtics fan? I'm like, baby, no. We can't kill a Celtics fan. She's like, Daddy, can I at least put my middle finger up towards one of the Celtics fans? Wow. And I'm like, I'll let you know. We don't start that. We lose graciously. You know what I mean? So, but if there's people being dumb enough, I'll tell you if you can do that. Yeah, it didn't end up happening. We walked away. But it's a lot. I felt like my 20-year-old self would be teaching my daughter in a different way. I mean, I was the guy
let's get one.
I was throwing televisions off of balconies and just, my anger level, I could, losing games wasn't fun. Now that, I realize I have absolutely zero control. We don't play. I mean, seriously, it's like you have no control of that. Just like you're on an airplane. I mean, you have no control of what goes on with that pilot and that plane. You're just.
When you give a ticket, you're giving yourself to them. You're like, all right, do it. It's like, as you will.
Right.
Do
right. I'm here. Let's go.
I'm here to experience. I am here for the experience.
It feels better when you can let it roll off your back and just deal with it.
Whoa,
and
keep
it
it off
feels
my
even
back,
better
bro.
when you get what is that? What are we doing?
I don't
to
know,
your back?
dude. I don't know.
Last time I did anything with your back, there was a razor
too.
involved, and there was like.
Thank God for that.
yeah,
I appreciate
yeah,
it. I got to swim. I had to swim that day.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I know firsthand growing up in Miami in South Florida, there tends to be, depending on what the sport is, there's a little bit of fair weather fan.
Oh, a ton of them.
Kind of going
on.
So
one of the worst cities with true fans, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, man.
But we're getting better. I'm building them. I got one, and we're going to keep building them.
Since I know for a fact you attend Heat games, Hurricane games, and Dolphin games, which team do you think gets the better crowd response
Definitely
from the ones that you've gone to?
The Heat. I mean, absolutely. Obviously, the championships help. You know, this is our 7th finals that we're going to. We've won 3 championships before. What's up, Brian? Dude. So we're in a position where I think we've grown a lot of new fans that are true fans. Like they really become diehards, and I hear that in the away games as our team starts to play better. Even teams without Dwayne Wade and LeBron James and everything, just our hardcore guys with no superstars because we really don't have any. But you hear the fans in these other stadiums, you know, that's when I realized that we're building something different, I believe, with the Heat. And it takes winning because kids like winning and they want to be a part of a winner. So you grow up as a fan based on what you like. I see a lot of people with Boston Celtics jerseys, but their kids got a Heat jersey on. You know, like they grew up Celtic fans, but their kid grew up here in Florida and wants to be a Heat fan. And I think that's cool. Let them do what they're going to do. But the championships helped. The championships definitely helped.
Winning is good for business.
As
it really is.
A winning culture is a good culture.
So the Heat and the Hurricanes and the Dolphins on the football side of things, they need to win, obviously, and all the fans will come. The Dolphins actually have a waiting list now for 2 years in a row for season ticket holders. So 2 years in a row now, and they haven't won anything. And the Panthers, actually, attendance-wise, do pretty well. They really do. They actually have a good base of fans down here because, we get a lot of Canadians and they come down here and their teams have sucked for so long.
Yeah, I want to tell you.
I mean, you look at the finals, it's Las Vegas and Miami. I mean, that's crazy. It's a Canadian sport. It's like there's no snow in those places. But regardless, we get a lot of that. So actually the Panthers have a pretty decent following. The football following is definitely very much based on how well the team's doing.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a lot of chicks at hockey games. Tell you that.
Yes, there actually are. You're right. Yes.
I'm pretty sure, Ken, you took me to my first NBA game.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, I know. I went to a Heat game with you, and that was the first time I had ever done that. I've been to a Nugs game out here, but I just haven't seen a lot of NBA games, and they're fucking badass in person, man. It's so much. It's such a different contrast between being there and watching it on TV than it is 100%. For like football. There's just something about what goes on in the game that just seems so much more natural when you're there live.
That's true. The arena experience in general and the level that it steps up to in the playoffs it's something I was telling my daughter. She's just like, "Oh, I've been to games before, Pop." And I'm like, come here, check this out. And it was just like, "Oh my God!" She's like, "I was screaming so loud that I couldn't even hear myself screaming." I was like, "Yeah, that's how loud it gets." It was fun.
That's what's fun about it. Hell yeah.
So much fun.
It gets exciting. It gets really exciting. People really come out to yell.
It really does. And we do get loud. We're loud. We're Miamians. We're loud people. If we can just yell all at the same time when we're supposed to, it's not bad.
Yes, and we do a good job.
And the ticket prices do drive up because of all of these things, obviously. It's like the real fans are usually sitting at home watching on TV, and the people who want to go be seen spend that kind of money. But $800 a ticket is ridiculous. Honestly, this is why I'm a season ticket holder, is mostly to guarantee myself playoff tickets, because that's what I want to make sure of, that I can get to those games.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I want to go. I'd love to go to those games too.
Those are the best games to be going to.
They're fun.
If you're going to go to them.
And finals, man. Going to finals again.
Hey, I haven't been to a Heat game this year, Ken.
Yeah. So the next season starts in October. We'll get you rolling for next season, buddy.
All right.
Did you guys collect, or did you have growing up Star Wars figures? The small Star Wars figures?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I wish I mean those things.
I know, I did too, man, and it's crazy because I mean, obviously, right off the bat, most of us took those bitches out of the packaging.
Oh yeah.
And if you were like me, you covered them in alcohol and lit them on fire in different
Burned them.
scenarios.
I was going to say, yep.
Yeah,
I lost the weapons within half an hour. Normally,
they were firecrackered. There were all sorts of crazy shit happening to those guys.
That's what's supposed to happen with their,
I don't know how old I was when I started realizing, or I started feeling the guilt of that, feeling the guilt of giving away my Garbage Pail Kid collections, 1, 2, and 3 series, all kinds of stuff like that. I started getting nostalgic about being an idiot. And then I came upon this company a few years ago called Super 7. And Super 7 is a collectibles company that makes sort of what they're called reaction figures. And what they do is they take the essence of the Star Wars figures and the stuff that we grew up with and put all kinds of, common and pop art and music twists, all the stuff behind me, Misfits and Slayer right here. Those are all Super 7. And since today is Dio, March 30th, I'm guessing, or sorry, May 30th, I guess is what they're saying, is Dio Day in LA. I want to show these rad new Dio ones that I got yeah, man. It is actually so hilarious, and this is what's really cool about this right here.
Is that from
I had
Warner?
no idea. Ken, did you have any idea that the little devil guy with the chain on Holy Diver's name was Murray?
Whoa, no, I would never have named that guy Murray.
So
that's
like
we obviously an evil Doberman Pinscher.
We know Eddie, all right, from Iron Maiden. I have no idea what Slayer decided to name this one, which is sort of like a mixture, I believe, of Live Undead, I think, and something else. But I had no idea that the guy, the little
Murray?
devil with the chain, his name was Murray. And ain't that just like Dio to call this guy Murray? Because it is so awesome. But again, they're not the greatest of detail, but they do a great job in sort of capturing the essence of the old, the packaging, the old font that you might remember right here. And this obviously comes with a microphone, and Murray comes with a whipped chain that you can pull out there too. You can see because of the ring. But man, these things are so rad, and it says in the back, collect them all, but there's only 2, so apparently I've done that.
Well done, dude.
I've achieved that goal right there.
Mission accomplished.
All of these, those are all Slayer. Those are all Misfits. I mean, they're just really rad. I don't collect a lot of other things other than those figures, but this one I've got most recently, which is pretty badass. And we talked about this group quite a bit in our time, but yes, there is indeed a paid in full Eric B. and Rakim.
Oh my
God. Wow.
And again, so this goes beyond like, okay, would I ever want to open this up? No, because God knows I want to play with some of that Fetty right there, and I want to throw some of that money around. All right, but I can't do it. It's just not something I can do. But what's awesome is that a company decided to buy the rights, to get the rights, and said, you know what, man, these people are epic enough, along with Slayer, along with the Misfits, and decided to make an action figure about them, which I will never take out, and they will never see action. In my
and you won't probably either if you bring that up in front of anybody else.
Oh damn, that is the truth. That is the truth, because up until right now, my wife didn't even know I had those.
Yeah, bro, for real, man. Like, yeah, dude, and just, I guess that's cool, bro. I
don't know. It's one of those things where I know that that's not even going to be worth like $4 more in 5 years compared.
You're probably going to get taxed like
annually. I mean, I think the old toys that we grew up with, the amount of time that's gone since they were even created is insane.
Really?
You would think that they were actually more expensive or worth more than they are, but they're really not. There is obviously some that are stupid expensive, but that is not the reason why I collect those. That's not the reason why I have a concert T-shirt for almost every concert I've seen in the last 17 years out here in Denver. There's something about capturing a moment in time and finding a little keepsake from all of that I can go back to and remember. As I get older, I'm going to start forgetting shit. And these things are going to be, all the stuff around me are just constant reminders. This stuff behind me, whenever family or friends come over and they ask me, what's going on with this room, dude? I'm like, well, it's a mixture of all of my heavy metal friends' rooms in one. including mine, because I used to collect a lot of masks when I was a kid, and I got rid of a lot of them that were awesome. But this room in general makes me feel like I'm at your house, Ken, like I'm in Jay's room, like I'm at Russ's, like just a big mixture. And along with all that are these crazy little keepsakes of these collectibles behind me. So that's what I was focusing on today. The fact that it's Dio Day in LA is pretty badass. And I know that is tied to I believe a cancer fund of some kind, because Dio did pass away from cancer. But yeah, man, that's pretty rad. That's what I'm doing today. I'm casually collecting collectibles, man.
And let me ask you though, like those concert shirts you buy, do you wear those?
I have a select few that I do wear, but it doesn't happen a lot. I don't really know if it's because I don't fit in them, a lot of them anymore.
That's my problem. Honestly, that's my problem. They never fit good. So
if you wash them too many times, they really mess up on you. But I've got some from Cypress Hill's first tour. I've got a lot of really, really badass shirts that are going for a lot of money.
And I never wear them. I just put them in the closet. And if they are something I wear, sometimes I cut sleeves off of them. So I alter them, but that's fine. I mean, I've got some with paint all over them, but I keep them because they mean there's dates on the back that are going to put me right back to that show. I was like, I was at that show.
If there's no dates on the back of that shirt, I probably didn't buy it. That's probably not it.
That was important for me. But that's also sometimes why I wouldn't buy a shirt, because I didn't either like the designs enough, or they wanted $87 for a regular t-shirt, something dumb. Wasn't always. Most bands got down with, $35.
I never bought a shirt.
I'll buy a shirt for that. But and then if there's a ton of people in the way, screw that. I ain't waiting for
forever.
So what happens now is you can usually just go right at when you're in line, you can just go right to their website and wind up getting a pretty decent selection of tour shirts from that same vendor. But what they've done actually to kind of counter that is they make date specific gear, or they make city specific gear.
I was going to say, right.
Which everybody wants Miami shit. I would want to get something from Denver because it's definitely time stamped if that's the case. You know what I mean? Like that's a pretty smart way of getting around it.
Is.
There's a few that I've passed up on, like and Jordana, my wife, will tell you there was a really, really awesome. We went to Stevie Nicks and she had a really cool Belladonna one that was like an old 70s baseball shirt. And I didn't get it because I said I can find it online, and I'll be damned if I could never find that shirt ever again.
Because that's how it works.
That's how that works. There's a few, and even though the tour right now, The Cure is doing, every show is going to get a poster or like a specific piece of art for that show, and those things are flying off. They announced those the night before too. So
charge so much for those tickets. Might as well give them something, dude.
Yeah. Well, actually, they didn't charge that much for those tickets. The most expensive Cure ticket face value I saw was $115.
Yeah,
and that's not freaking bad, dude.
That's not bad, no.
No. They just got all sucked up and sold on resale value for like $400 a ticket. That's not on Robert, but he did screw some things up for us. I don't want to get into that. Yeah, Jade. I know.
She's gonna let you know about it. Where's my Belladonna baseball team?
It was so awesome too.
You'll forever be looking for that. You'll find it 20 years from now somewhere in a thrift store.
I've seen versions of it, but I can't even go directly to Stevie's website and find it anymore. It was just one of those get it now. We're never doing that again because no one bought it. Like
again.
Yeah. Vic, what's going on in your world, dude? We're over here just kind of talking over you, because it's our show. But what are you doing, man? What's going on?
Yeah, man. I'm thinking about long distance.
All right, well, that's enough of that. Let's
take care, guys.
Right, Dick.
Sorry.
No, I don't care, dude.
Go ahead, say what you're saying.
I'm
Chronicles of Ride Dick.
Yeah. Peter's Dragon Trails in the Sand. All right.
That's funny, dude. I like that.
Was that an Ed Sullivan thing that you were just doing?
It was pretty old, dude. That was like we're going back to Passamaquoddy, dude. That was like 1938 or something. I
thought that was that dude. Oh man, the great. Oh, dude. The no respect guy. What was his name? Copperfield. No,
Copperfield. Yeah, that's it. David Copperfield.
The magician.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Roger Dangerfield. That's what
Rodney
Field.
Dangerfield.
German Bringley.
There you go.
No, Rodney Dangerfield. Yeah, that guy was awesome. I don't know why I brought him up.
Why?
Look at respect the whole.
No, respect. Yeah, there was something else coming. There was something else. I just went.
That's exactly it, Ken.
Went
Man, that's
that way
a
with it,
very
dude.
good one. You always kind of want to say to yourself, how did you get to this thought? And I could easily trace us talking smack about him to him saying, I don't get no respect. And all of a sudden, subconsciously, Rodney Dangerfield pops up.
David Copperfield, you mean?
David
Copperfield, Bobby.
Yeah.
Sarah Monkeyland. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
If I had ninja dust, I'd be out of here, man. I'd just poof, man. I'd be gone.
Ninja dust.
That's stuff
fairy dust.
Yeah. No, man.
Fairy
no.
dust, Victor.
Hey, man.
Fairy dust.
Santa Claus. All right. No, hey,
fairy
things
dust.
been good. Things been good. The Heat won. Those 3 games that we lost, I was angry. I was disgruntled. People asked me to
You were
do things.
disgruntled?
Yeah, I was disgruntled.
Tell me other feelings you had.
I was hurt. I was distraught.
Hurt, distraught,
Uncomfortable.
uncomfortable. What else?
Because that was pretty much.
Were you
it.
incensed?
No, I don't like.
You weren't
smells.
incensed.
I don't like smelling funny though. No. So.
Oh,
Now,
incense.
yeah, I'm not sure I don't know what incense. I'm not having sex with my kids. That's pedophilia. So don't start with that shit.
Oh,
So anyway,
Betrayed,
other than that,
bewildered. Thank you, Jay.
other than that, I'm doing pretty good. Life's good.
Oh man. Thank you
Glad
for that.
it's summer.
That was a great interlude
Oh,
by
man.
Victor.
Hey, summer's,
and
hey
Jimmy
man,
Buckets.
I was just casually chilling. You know what I mean? That's.
Oh no,
that's
you
serious.
were definitely casually chilling.
See, on the back here, I don't got anything there that's important. I just got a cat that's hanging out.
That's an important thing you got.
He's chilling. I don't got any mask or anything, and I don't have. I guess I didn't have that many friends, but I got this cat. He's telling me to hang in there. That's good.
I mean, anything to encourage you to hang in there is good.
Hey, I kept my job.
Are you still taking your medication?
Procrastination.
No. I think your medication. I think you should try taking the medication again.
I want to share something with you guys real quick, man.
Please.
Before we get the heck on out of here, man. Jade and I went to an amazing concert at Red Rocks.
Did anyone else go? Oh my god!
Obviously,
what do you got? Where's his hand? Where was it? Oh, now there's people. Now
it wind up filling up after a while. Yeah, as you can see. But I think it's great that he's up there over here, which is funny. His face is superimposed over there, but it was awesome to see one of my favorite comedians. He was I think he came. It's Nate Bargatze. I think he came out here to the Paramount Theater last year, and this year he sold out Red Rocks, and it was awesome, man. Not only did he tour, he had Nick is his opener, and this was super special to see. This is his dad. His dad is the great Bargatze. He's an old magician, and he really did some hilarious skits that were really just sort of comedic based. It wasn't so much magicianship as it was hilarious old man charm.
And he's related to David Copperfield.
Yeah, he's not related to David Copperfield.
Oh, Rodney Dangerfield.
He is actually Benedict Cumberbatch's uncle. So you were close on that one, but. Anyway, that was a great show, man. I wish it would. I wish he would have been recording it for a special, but
I don't even remember half the concerts I've gone to.
That place is an incredible place to see anything.
Yeah.
Well, Red Rocks is dope.
It's just a really incredible venue. Yeah. So beautiful. Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
And the music sounds good too. I don't know how a comedian sounds. Probably just as funny, but it's still
good acoustics there.
It's still a cool surrounding.
Yeah, it probably
indeed.
Sounds great.
Guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I don't know if we
you
gave you any sort of information, but I really hope we gave you a little bit of
entertainment. I don't think we ever give you any
or give you a laugh, maybe correct a smile at least or something.
I will take a giggity and be completely happy with it if I'm being honest. Anyway, folks, thanks for coming and hanging out. Well, holy shnikes. This guy is fired, dude. We will catch you next week. Or no, 2 weeks from now. Next week we'll be off. Mark our words.
We're on vacation.
Yes, yeah. No, things are happening.
That's crazy. Love you guys.
Go Pan.